Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Brent Gould Field, Game 34 of the 2023 Rocky Mountain League Season for your Dodge City A's, the final contest of the regular season and the final game of the year for the Dodge City A's. The A's completing their season tonight against the Liberal BeeJays, a non-league contest as the A's, with limited staffing available tonight, have made the trip to Liberal, Kansas to take on the BeeJays for the final non-league matchup of the season. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups. Of course, your Dodge City A's come into today's contest 20-18 overall on the season after taking down the Gering Pioneers last night 6-3 in what can only be described as a thriller in the later innings, primarily fueled by a excellent throw from Nolan Williams in right field to hose a runner at home. And then it was Nolan Williams with the solo shot that basically put the nail in the coffin for the Gering Pioneers. The solo home run off the top of the scoreboard in left field at Cavalier. So the A's, 20-18 on the season, are guaranteed to finish with a winning record no matter what happens here tonight. Of course, the A's hoping for a win. The Liberal BeeJays come into tonight's contest 27-11 overall. Recently split a series with the Great Bend Batcats. Of course, the Batcats with an extended time off due to damage to their field and also damage to many of the players' cars from a rather vicious and severe thunderstorm that went through Great Bend earlier in July. That did a lot of damage to homes, cars, roofs, everything that got tore up in that contest. So let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We will start with the visiting the BeeJays. The BeeJays, the home team on the scoreboard. The A's will be the visitor tonight. Leading off, it is the left fielder, number 1, Kusamoto. Batting second, the third baseman, Jackson, number 17. Batting third, the shortstop, Garcia, number 10. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Hazovsky, at number 7. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 39, Lukes. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 22, Schofield. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 24, Brown. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 9, Ree, and rounding out the lineup is the center fielder, number 1, Kaiser. Kappelman getting the start on the mound for the BeeJays tonight. Of course, Kappelman, the son of the BeeJays broadcaster, Brock Kappelman. A high school senior this year. So that is the starting lineup for the BeeJays. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Dodge City A's. Leading off, it is the shortstop, number 1, Juan Rivera. Batting second, the center fielder, number 28, Jordan Rodriguez. Batting third, the right fielder, number 22, Jordan Black. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 3, Nolan Williams. Batting fifth, left fielder, number 17, Peter Tassler. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 32, Carter Olson. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 9, Matthew Sandoval. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 10, Alex Gallion. And batting ninth, it is the third baseman, number 5, Dawson Stutz. And it is Caden Norman getting the start on the mound tonight for the Dodge City A's. We are about ready for the national anthem. I will step aside for that. We will be back with first pitch. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Dodge City A's and Liberal BeeJays in the final game of the 2023 season. We're about ready to get underway. Brooks Kappelman on the mound for the BeeJays. Kappelman comes into tonight's contest making his second appearance. Pitched 2 innings yesterday against the Great Bend Batcats. No record, allowed 1 hit. Allowed 1 hit, struck out 4, and hit 1. That is the season information for Mr. Kappelman as we are about set to get underway here at Brent Gould Field. The first pitch to the leadoff hitter Rivera, thrown down at 7:06 p.m. It misses for ball number 1, and we are underway. Pitch called strike. A 1-1 count to the leadoff hitter Rivera. Rivera, the shortstop tonight. So getting a different look. And that pitch missing. It makes the count 2-1. Three and 1, the count for Rivera. The 3-1 pitch is fouled off and a full count here to start this ball game. So we will see a payoff pitch early. Payoff pitch coming from Kappelman. The BeeJays tonight in their all-white uniforms. A line drive that will go out into left field. Leadoff runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. Jordan Rodriguez at bat for the A's. The throw over to first catches Rivera off guard as he's attempting to steal. 1 away for the Liberal BeeJays. Fouled off does Rodriguez, down in the count 0-1. Oh, delivery coming from Kappelman. Missing low and outside. That will even the count at 1 apiece. The A's and BeeJays in a non-league contest. Of course, the A's dropped the regular season series 3-1 to the Liberal BeeJays. Pitch is fouled off. 1-2 the count for Jordan Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a grounder to the third baseman. Throw to first as he stretches out. Keeps his foot on the bag. 2 away for the Dodge City A's. Brings in Jordan Black. 2 out here in the top of the first. It's a 7-inning contest tonight between the BeeJays and A's. The first pitch in to Black, called strike, down in the count 0-1. Pitch called strike as well, and Black quickly down 0-2. Coleman comes set, delivers. The 0-2 is swung on and missed. It is a drop strike 3. The throw down to first will complete the out, and that will end the inning as the A's go down 1-2-3. We're headed to the bottom of the first, a 0-0 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Welcome back in to Brent Gould Field. We're headed into the bottom of the first. Ryoto Kusamoto stepping up for the Liberal BeeJays. It is the top three due up here right now. The first pitch in from Caden Norman, missing outside for ball number 1 to Kusamoto. 1-0 delivery, a fly ball that's headed out to left field, and Tassler not able to handle it. Kusamoto rounds second, but retreats back. A leadoff double for him. A hit for each team so far in this ball game, and that brings in River Jackson. Jackson set to take the first pitch that he will see from Caden Norman. Norman comes set, looks back at second, delivers a ball low and in the dirt for a 1-0 count. 1-0 delivery inside makes it 2-0. Grounded to the third baseman. The throw to first in time. And the BeeJay faithful not happy with the call. Brings in Mateo Garcia. One away for the Liberal BeeJays. And a grounder makes out number 2. Kozewski up for the Liberal BeeJays. 2 away, runner on third. First pitch in to Kozewski in for ball number 1. 1-0 delivery, misses low. It makes it 2-0. Caden Norman making his 7th appearance overall, 3rd start for the Dodge City A's. A swing and a miss makes the count 2-1 to Kozewski. Caden Norman has allowed 9 hits, 11 runs, only 4 of them earned, walked 12, and struck out 6. His ERA 3.375 across 10 2/3 innings pitched. The 2-2 count. And another high fly ball headed out to left field. Tassler has it, and that will end the inning as Kozewski will fly out. A 0-0 ball game as we head to the top of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Two-0 count to Nolan Williams, and he sends a fly ball out into right field, and the right fielder, Brown, not able to get to it in time. A leadoff hit for Williams, and Williams picking up where he left off last night, and it's good to see him continuing what he has built on all season long. That brings in Peter Tassler. First pitch in to him called strike. Down in the count, 0-1. Tassler steps in to face Kappelman. Kappelman will look over at first to check on Williams. The 0-1 delivery is swung on and foul-tipped straight down. That may have actually caught a piece of the catcher Lukes as he comes up a little bit gingerly. We've talked about it before, the catchers in this league, and it's not just in this league, it's everywhere. The catchers wear a lot of balls and do a lot of work behind home plate to keep pitches in front of them and doing things to keep balls from getting past that could cost teams runs. And it's just a very thankless job at times. So it's good to see Luke's up and going, and after a quick conversation, we'll go back to work, runner on, and an 0-2 count to Peter Tassler. The 0-2 delivery, a high fly ball. It's headed out into left field, and it will get down just ahead of the wall. Here comes Williams. Williams rounding third. The throw in is up the line. Not in time. Williams beats it out. A stand-up double RBI for Peter Tassler, and the A's draw first blood here. The A's with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second, and that will bring in Carter Olson. Olson, the starting pitcher for the A's last night, taking in the DH duties tonight. Of course, the A's with limited staff, just 12 guys here in Liberal tonight. Pitch missing high, it makes it 1-0. One on, nobody out here in the top of the second. 1-0 delivery from Kappelman, and Olson will foul that one off. Another that gets a piece of the catcher Lukes, but not as much this time. 1-1 count for Carter Olson. Kappelman with his sign and come set. Looks back at second. Takes a look again. Tassler getting a bit of a lead. A pitch low. Rolls away from Lukes, but not far enough to allow advancement. 2-1 the count to Olson. A little ahead of myself. Nobody out. Top of the second inning here at Brent Gould Field in Liberal, Kansas. Of course, Brent Gould Field, the home to not only the BeeJays, but also the Seward County Community College Saints, another Jayhawk League team, along with the Dodge City Community College Conquistadors. 3-1 the count to Olson. That pitch delivered. A swing and a miss, and the count runneth full. Payoff pitch coming from Kappelman. He's working from the first base side of the rubber. Looks in to the catcher Lukes. Comes set. Takes a look back at second. Delivers a swing and a miss, and the first out of the inning for the Dodge City A's as Olson will go down on strikes. One away for the Dodge City A's. Peter Tassler out on second. Matthew Sandoval stepping in for the A's. Nolan Williams has already come in and scored this inning. The A's out hitting the BeeJays 3-1 here in the early innings of this ball game. Kappelman looks back at second. Sandoval takes the first pitch he sees and fouls it off for strike number one. Matthew Sandoval, a second-year member of the Dodge City A's, recently committed to move on, as Nolan Williams was telling me that the other day. So Sandoval moving on from his 2 years at Midland College. A high fly ball headed out into left field that will get down, rolls up to the wall. Here comes Tassler. Sandoval with the stop sign at second, and another run scores. The A's lead this one 2-0. Stand-up double for Matthew Sandoval. Alex Gallion, the catcher tonight for the A's, takes the first pitch he sees up high for a ball. 1-0 the count to Gallion. 1-0 delivery coming from Kappelman. BeeJays with their white uniforms. Baby blue pinstripes down the side of the pants. Baby blue numbers and numerals. Letters and numerals, I should say, outlined in red. And white caps with the baby blue bill and the BeeJays logo. That pitch was fouled off. The count even at 1 apiece. Gallion takes that one well outside. 2-1. The A's playing their final game of the 2023 season. The BeeJays getting ready for their berth in the NBC World Series. 2-1 delivery from Kappelman. It's chopped up the third base line, fielded by Jackson. The throw to first in time, and the throw to third in time to get the advancing Sandoval, and that will end the inning on the double play. The A's score 2. We're headed to the bottom of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter, Lukes. Here in the bottom of the second, the pitch grounded to the third baseman, Stutz, throw to first in time, one away for the Liberal BeeJays. Schofield steps in, a fly ball, the first pitch he sees, it's going, it's gone over the right field wall, a solo home run for Schofield, and the BeeJays, with one swing of the bat, cut the lead in half. Schofield will step on home plate to score that run, a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Dodge City A's. And just the second hit of the game for the Liberal BeeJays. Caden Norman still on the mound for the A's. The first pitch to Brown fouled off for strike number 1. One away and 1 run scored, a swing and a miss, and Brown quickly down in the count, 0-2. The only non-league game that the A's will get to play against the BeeJays this season, and that pitch catching enough of the zone to be called strike number 3, 2 away. That will bring in Luke Ree, the second baseman tonight for the Liberal BeeJays. Ree will step in to face Caden Norman with nobody on and 2 out. 7-inning affair here tonight in Liberal, Kansas. The first pitch from Norman called strike, down in the count, 0-1. Norman living right in the strike zone, as that one's called strike as well. Quickly down, 0-2 is Ree. 0-2 delivery, misses high and inside. 1-2 the count to the second baseman. 1-2 delivery from Norman. It is swung on and missed. It's a drop, strike 3. Gallion will throw down to first to complete the out, and that will end the inning. A 2-1 ball game as we head to the top of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Dawson Stutz leading off the top of the third for the Dodge City A's. Takes the first pitch. He sees from Kappelman for strike number 1. Stutz quickly down 0-1 and sends that one right back up the middle, just over the head of Kappelman, and the leadoff runner aboard for your Dodge City A's. The A's turn the lineup back over, and it is Juan Rivera back at the top of the order for your Dodge City A's. Throw over to first, not in time. Pitch called strike right on the outer edge. Gets Rivera down in the count 0-1. 0-1 delivery coming. About the same location, but missing just a little farther out. That will even the count at 1 apiece. Kappelman delivers. That pitch fouled off. Came in on the inner part of the bat for Rivera. And Rivera's down 1-2. Top of the third. Nobody out. Well, 1 on for the A's, and that one's fouled off as well. Count remains 1-2 for Rivera. Of course, the Dodge City A's be done after tonight. Pitch missing high. Evens a count at 2 apiece. So the players for the A's will get a little bit of time off, and Rivera at the plate right now will make his way back to Dodge City after transferring this summer. Will be a conquistador this fall. A high fly ball that's headed out to right field, and not able to get it in quick enough is Brown, as Stutz retreats back 1 away for the Dodge City A's. Rodriguez steps in. He is 0 for 1 in the ball game. The throw back to first to check on Stutz. Not in time. 1 away with 1 on. First pitch for Rodriguez catches the outer part of the zone for strike number 1. A's with gray pants, their yellow tops, green letters and numerals outlined in white. The state of Kansas with a star at approximately the location of Dodge City on the back of the uniforms. Green hats with the yellow A's letter on the front. 0-2 count to Rodriguez. That pitch misses, makes it 1-2. Kappelman in his 3rd inning of work only worked 2 innings the other night against the Great Bend Batcats. Pitch missing out makes it 2-2. The Hazelarks and North Platte Plainsmen in action tonight, and a called strike 3 will make it 2 away. That brings in Jordan Black. Black 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch he sees from Kappelman this inning, a ball outside. Stutz takes off, and the throw down to second wide to the third base side. A stolen base for Stutz. One 0 count coming to Jordan Black. Kappelman comes set, takes a look back at second. A foul tip straight back into the screen that bounces off of the rail. Moves the count even at 1 apiece. One pitch. Taken low and outside for ball number 2. Delivery. 2-1. Misses, makes it 3-1. Kappelman, of course, entering his senior season, playing for the Liberal Redskins. 3-1 pitch. Fouled off back into the screen, and the count runs full to Jordan Black. Payoff pitch coming as Kappelman looks in, awaiting his sign from the catcher Lukes. Comes set. Takes a look back at second. A curveball that is chopped foul down the third base side, fielded by head coach Esteban Cardoza, and will do the payoff over again. Winds blowing from the southeast here at Brent Gould Field. Means that they're blowing basically from right foul pole to left foul pole. Dropped strike 3, and the tag applied by the catcher Lukes. That will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the third, a 2-1 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Bottom of the third, the A's leading this one 2-1. Caden Norman back out for his now third inning of work, and the first pitch in to Colden Kaiser down in the dirt for ball number 1. The defensive alignment for the Dodge City A's, we'll talk about it from left to right in the outfield. It is Peter Tassler, Jordan Rodriguez, and Jordan Black. From third to first across the infield, it is Dawson Stutz, Juan Rivera, Nolan Williams, and Matthew Sandoval. Norman on the mound, and Alex Gallion, the battery mate behind home plate. The 3-1-0 pitch, a fourth ball Leadoff runner aboard for the BeeJays. BeeJays return back to the top of the order as Ryota Kusamoto, steps up 1 for 1 in this ball game. Pitch called strike has Kusamoto down in the count 0-1. 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitch missing outside makes it 1-1. There is work beginning down in the A's bullpen. Not sure who that is. The count moves to 2-1. Carter Olson doing the catching. Runner goes to second. In easily, no throw made. 3-1 the count. The ground ball up the first base side. The flip from Sandoval to Norman for out number 1. One out, runner on third, and the pitch missing outside to Jackson makes it 1-0. 1-0 delivery coming from Caden Norman. Norman looking in, has his sign come set. Pitch missing inside and low makes it 2-0. Count to Jackson. Jackson 0 for 1 in the ball game. Pitch missing high makes it 3-0. Kaiser led off the inning on a 4-pitch walk, stole over to second, and moved over on the ground out. 3-0 count, a high fly ball, and fielded on the infield by Rivera for out number 2. Kaiser remains at first, or rather third. Two away for the BeeJays. Teo Garcia up to bat now. Pitch called strike. Down in the count, 0-1 is Garcia. Bottom of the third, the A's leading this one 2-1. The A's out hitting the BeeJays as well, 5-2. One and one, the count to Garcia. This play will resume. Natural surface here at Brent Gould Field. Natural infield and outfield. Pitch outside. Good job by Gallion to get his glove out and keep hold of that one, and that saves a run. 2-1, the count to Garcia. Garcia, a fly ball Line drive just over the head of Sandoval at first, and Garcia able to advance to second. A tie ball game with runner in scoring position and 2 out. Norman looks Garcia back to second. Nick Kozowski at the plate for the Liberal BeeJays. Runner on second, 2 away, 1 run scored, and a pass ball that rolls nearly to the backstop will move Garcia over to third. Grounded to the shortstop, Rivera. Throw to first in time. That ends the inning. A tie ball game as we head to the top of the 4th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. One count to Nolan Williams as he takes that called strike over the outer edge, makes him down in the count 1-2. Williams leading off the top of the 4th for the Dodge City A's, and a pitch outside evens a count at 1 apiece. Rather, 2 apiece. Sorry about that. Williams will go down on strikes. 1 away for the Dodge City A's. 0-1 count to Tassler. One away, nobody on. The A's and BeeJays tied at 2 apiece. Tassler down in the count, 0-2. Kappelman working his 4th inning of work against the Dodge City A's. Swung on and missed, 2 away for the A's. Brings in Carter Olson. Olson 0 for 1 in the ball game. Yeah. 1-0 pitch coming to Olson. Called strike, evens a count at 1 apiece. Two away for the A's. Currently, according to the scoreboard, 98 degrees here in Liberal, Kansas. Two-one delivery coming from Kappelman as he comes set. Winds and delivers a high ball 2. Actually, 3-1 the count. Apologize, so I was a little bit behind. Olson pops that one high in the air, and it will fall fouling out of play, and the count runneth full for Olson and the Dodge City A's. Caden Norman. Carter Olson at the plate. Caden Norman in the first base coaching box for the Dodge City A's, and the pitch low. The payoff pitch misses, and a runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. According to National Weather, or the Weather Channel, it is 92. Feels like 95 in Liberal. The first pitch to Matthew Sandoval, missing for ball number 1. A's with the runner on, 2 away, and that pitch fouled off. Evens a count at 1 apiece. One delivery coming from Kappelman to Sandoval. Missing low. Moves the count to 2-1. The A's and BeeJays, familiar foes, have been playing against each other for multiple years. Pitch high to Sandoval. Makes the count 3-1. I can remember a game 3-4 years ago now, right before the 4th of July. The A's with a 9-run lead headed into the 9th inning. And the A's would give up 9 in the bottom of the 9th. That game turned into a 15-inning, 5-hour affair. Game that would be started just right at 7 o'clock and finished just after midnight. That was played right here at Brent Gould Field. Jared Maeda goes out to have a conversation with Kappelman and Lukes, and we will go back to work as Alex Gallion steps in for the Dodge City A's. Carter Olson on at second, Matthew Sandoval at first, both on via a walk. 2 out here in the top of the fourth, a 2-2 ball game. The A's scored 2 in the top of the second. The BeeJays answering with 1 apiece in the second and third. Gallion chops that one to the second baseman. They'll go to second for 1, and that will be the fielder's choice to end the inning. As we will head to the bottom of the fourth, the A's will put a new pitcher on the mound. It looks like Rudy Gonzalez will be taking over pitching duties for the Dodge City A's. It's good to see Rudy back on the field. We'll tell you about it when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Rudy Gonzalez taking over the mound for the Dodge City A's here in the bottom of the fourth, a 2-2 ball game. This game scheduled for 7 innings. Rudy Gonzalez on the mound, making his second appearance for the Dodge City A's. A 1-inning outing his last time. Allowed 1 hit, 2 runs, only 1 earned, walked 3, and struck out 2. 9.000 ERA for Gonzalez. First pitch to the leadoff hitter. In for ball number 1, and that fly ball gets down in the outfield. 1 aboard for the BeeJays. Derek Luke's the catcher, and the BeeJays will put a courtesy runner on. Owen May, the courtesy runner for the BeeJays. 1 on and nobody out, and the first pitch in to Jackson Schofield missing for ball number 1. 1-0 pitch coming inside makes it 2-0. 3-0 the count to Schofield. He'll take a step out of the batter's box and will step back in with one on and nobody out. A tie ball game at 2 apiece here in the bottom of the fourth. Taking all the way is Schofield on that one. 3-1 the count. The A's have not scored since the top of the second. The BeeJays won in each of the second and third. The pitch missing makes it 2 on and nobody out. Brings in Jet Brown. Brown 0 for 1 in the ballgame. May out at second. Schofield at first. The first pitch in to Brown misses for ball number 1. Gonzalez struggling to find the strike zone as he looks in. Comes set. A fastball right off the outer edge called strike. That will even the count at 1 apiece, and much to the displeasure of some of the BeeJay faithful, did not like that call by the home plate umpire. That pitch right down the middle called strike number 2. Gonzalez looking in. Flags almost still, so not very much wind here to help with the heat and humidity tonight in Liberal. 1-2 count. Gonzalez delivers missing outside to even the count at 2 apiece. A's will end their season tonight as the BeeJays get ready for their NBC World Series berth. A swing and a miss and down on strikes. One away, and that brings in Luke Ree. Ree 0 for 1. Set to face Gonzalez. Rudy Gonzalez has not been on the field of play since the sliding play at home against the Hayes Larks a couple of weeks ago. That pitch misses, makes it 1-0. 1-0 delivery. Coming on the inner edge, evens a count at 1 apiece. One delivery from Gonzalez. Chopped. Fielded by Gonzalez. Throw to second for 1. The throw to first in time. An unconventional 1-6-3 double play. And that will end the inning for the Liberal BeeJays as the A's turn a double play to spoil the BeeJays' scoring hopes. We're headed to the top of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Zayden Martinez takes over the mound for the Liberal BeeJays. Delivers first pitch ball to Dawson Stutz. And misses outside for ball number 2. 2-2 ball game. The A's out hitting the BeeJays 5-4. Pitch missing low. 3-0 the count to the leadoff hitter Stutz. Martinez delivers a curveball inside, and a 4-pitch walk puts Stutz on. One on with nobody out, and that will bring in Juan Rivera. Of course, back at the top of the order for the Dodge City A's. Rivera steps in to face Martinez. He'll look back at first. Comes set. Rivera fouls that one off. Down in the count 0-1. Rivera batting .292 on the season for the Dodge City A's. Stutz takes off. A ball and a late throw to second. Actually, that was called strike. Runner on second, nobody out. 0-2 count to Rivera. Rivera sends that one back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. Throw to first in time. One away for the Dodge City A's, but the go-ahead run at just 90 feet away. Jordan Rodriguez steps in to face Martinez. Rodriguez batting .293 on the season. First pitch in to him, down low for ball 1. Rodriguez sends that one high, headed out into center field. Kaiser there to haul that one in. The throw home in time. And that will end the inning as Stutz is thrown out at home plate. A well-placed throw by Kaiser. That ends the inning, and the A's come up scoreless. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Colton Kaiser leading off for the Liberal BeeJays. Here in the bottom of the fifth, a 2-2 ball game. The first pitch in to Kaiser from Gonzalez, missing for ball one. Of course, Gonzalez working his now second inning of work in relief of the starter Norman, and a 2-0 count to Kaiser. Kaiser 0 for 0 in this ball game. Drew a walk his last time up. 3-0 count. Kaiser will draw a leadoff walk, runner aboard for the BeeJays. That brings in Ryota Kusamoto. Kusamoto 1 for 2 in the ball game. And the first pitch in to him misses low and inside for ball one. Gonzalez still struggling slightly to find the strike zone, but good to see him back on the field of play. A high pop-up headed out towards left. It will fall in fair territory as Tassler not able to run that one down. A double for Kusamoto. Rather, a single. Runners on first and second, and River Jackson fouls off the first pitch he sees from Gonzalez. Nobody out, 2 on. And the go-ahead run for the BeeJays now in scoring position. 0-1 delivery, comes in high and will pluck Jackson on the side of the helmet. And that will load the bases. Nobody out. We will go to work. Mateo Garcia steps in for the Liberal BeeJays. Garcia 1 for 2 here tonight. Garcia in to face Gonzalez. Looks over at the runners. Grounded to the second baseman Nolans. Throw to second. And a throwing error will score a run. One count to Hevzewski. Bases loaded for the BeeJays and a 3-2 ball game. Hevzewski fouls that one off. One and two the count. Gonzalez comes set. 1-2 delivery. Fouled off the end of the bat by Hezevsky and will do the 1-2 over again. Shadows being cast across Brent Gould Field as the sun sets behind the home plate awning, and that pitch called strike. Of course, Hezevsky not happy with the strike call. One away for the BeeJays. That will bring in Derek Lukes, the catcher. Bases still loaded with one out. Gonzalez looks in, has his sign. Takes a look over at first. Fires in and missing into the opposite batter's box for ball number 1. First baseman Sandoval playing about 10 feet into the infield, and that pitch driven over the head of Rodriguez, not able to contain it, and a bases clearing double for the catcher Lukes. And the BeeJays lead this one 6-2. The entire infield will come in as Coach Esteban Cardoza going out to have a conversation with the entire infield, and it is possible that the night for Gonzalez will be done, and that is indeed the case. And it looks like the A's are going to go back to Carter Olson. Olson pitched 5 1/3 last night. We'll see what he has left in the tank tonight. We'll step aside while Olson takes his warm-up pitches. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, I stand corrected. I thought Carter Olson was going in to pitch, but it is Dawson Stutz making the move from third to first. from third to the mound, and Carter Olson going to third. The throw down, not in time, as the throw to catch the stealing Lukes. Actually, it is not Lukes. It is Owen May. And a 1-0 count to Schofield. Schofield grounds that one up the gap, and that will score May. The BeeJays lead 7-2. One on, one away, and an 0-1 count to Brown. Brown takes that one low and outside. It makes the count 1-1. Pitch grounded to short. Go to second for one. The throw to first, not in time. So the fielder's choice gets the leading runner. One on. Luke Ree steps in. Ree 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. One coming from Stutz. A lazy grounder that will roll out into the outfield, and there goes Brown digging for third, and the ball goes out of the glove of Olson. The throw home in time. Olson a strike right down the line to the awaiting Gallion, and Gallion just making a shirt tag will save the run. And that will end the inning for the BeeJays. We go to the top of the 6th, a 7-2 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Jordan Black steps in to lead off the top of the 6th for the Dodge City A's. The A's trailing this one 7-2 and takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Called strike on the outer edge. Martinez comes set, delivers a high ball 1. 1-1 the count to Jordan Black. The delivery fouled off into the screen has Black down in the count 1-2. One-two delivery coming in. It is in and plunks Black right on the side. And we will have a runner on and nobody out. Brings in Nolan Williams. Williams steps in. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming from Martinez. Missing outside, gets away from the catcher and will roll to the backstop. A wild pitch moves Jordan Black over into scoring position. The 1-0 pitch from Martinez through the legs of the catcher Lukes, and Jordan Black now just 90 feet away from scoring. Lukes goes out to have a quick conversation with the catcher Martinez, and we will go back to work. A 2-0 count for Nolan Williams. Of course, we know that Nolan will be returning home for a little bit and then will play with a home team that is in the NBC World Series. Pitch down low makes it 3-0. Four-pitch walk and runners on the corners for the Dodge City A's. Brings in Peter Tassler. Runners on the corners with nobody out. A's trailing 7-2 in what will be the final ball game of the 2023 season. Martinez comes set. A high curveball for ball 1. One empty spot available on the base paths currently, but nobody out. Nolan Williams goes, a called strike. That puts both runners in scoring position and a stolen base for Williams. Tassler fouls that one off. He's down in the count 1-2. Lights not on yet here at Brent Gould Field. They should be coming on shortly. The sun in the process of setting, and that pitch missing low evens a count at 2 apiece. 2-2 pitch misses low, and the count runneth full. Payoff pitch coming from Martinez. Comes set. Winds and delivers a fly ball by Peter Tassler that is caught in foul territory by the first baseman Schofield. One away for the Dodge City A's. Olson, a 1-0 count, takes the first pitch he sees, or second pitch. It's a high fly ball that will clear the left field wall. A 3-run home run for Carter Olson, and the A's now within 2. Carter Olson sends one over the left field wall to give the A's second life. The A's trailing this one 7-5. A 1 count to Sandoval. Takes the pitch low and outside. That will even the count at 1 apiece. Matthew Sandoval 1 for 1 in this ball game. 1-1 delivery missing outside makes it 2-1. The A's scored 2 in the second and now 3 in the sixth to make this a 7-5 ball game. The BeeJays 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 5 in the fifth. 3-1 the count to Sandoval. As he takes that one, a fly ball headed to left field, and the left fielder Kusamoto there to haul that one down and over the field, or over his head catch for out number 2. Two away, and Gallion steps in. Gallion 0 for 2 in the ball game. The catcher tonight for the Dodge City A's takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. The A's will finish the season in Rocky Mountain League play in a tie for third place. Of course, the Hayes Larks firmly in control of first, followed by the Liberal BeeJays in second. Of course, your A's tied with the Denver Cougars for third. Pitch is fouled off. 2-1 the count now to Gallion. 2-1 delivery coming from Martinez. Comes inside, gets Gallion to scoot back. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Gallion grounds that one just past the glove of the second baseman Jackson, and a fielding error will put 1 on. Throw over to first, not in time, and that will bring in Dawson Stutz. Stutz 1 for 1. 2 away for the Dodge City A's. 3 runs scored and a high curveball for ball number 1. Martinez seems to like to throw that curve, but not getting it to fall in very often. 1-0 pitch. Another high curve makes the count 2-0. Pitch called strike. Makes the count 2-1 for the newly minted pitcher Stutz. Three and one the count after that pitch, missing high and outside. Gallion takes off, a swing and a miss, and the strike him out, throw him out, not able to do it. The count runs full for Dawson Stutz and a runner on second for the Dodge City A's. Payoff pitch coming from Martinez. Fouled off by Stutz to stay alive and will do the payoff over again. Runner in scoring position for the Dodge City A's. The A's with 5 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. The BeeJays 7 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error as well. Martinez comes set, delivers a ball low, and will lose the payoff pitch battle, and that will put runners on first and second for the Dodge City A's. Gallion out at second, Dawson Stutz at first, and that will turn the lineup back over to Juan Rivera, who is 1 for 3 in this ball game. BeeJays are going to have a conversation as Jared Maeda will come out and pull the entire infield in, and they're making a pitching change. We'll tell you about it when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. All right, let's get you caught up on the occurrences so far. Josh Doer takes over the mound for the Liberal BeeJays. One pitch and a swinging fly ball out to end the inning for the Dodge City A's. And we head to the bottom of the sixth, and now Peyton Walters taking over the mound for the Dodge City A's. Walters making his 10th appearance for the Dodge City A's, has made 7 starts, pitched 31 1/3 innings, has allowed 25 hits, 44 runs, 38 earned, walked 39, and struck out 47. He's hit 10 as well. His ERA 10.91. The stat line tonight for Peyton Walters as we head into the bottom of the sixth. The A's trailing 7-5, and he will face Colton Kaiser to start this inning. First pitch, Kaiser sees, grounded back up the middle, a diving stop by Rivera, but nothing else doing from there. 1 on. Kusamoto steps in, a swing and a miss. Makes it 0-1. Walters comes set. Delivers a hard fastball low and inside for ball 1. That will even the count at 1 apiece. With 1 on and nobody out. Pitch is fouled off. That will get Kusamoto down in the count 1-2. One, two delivery. A ground ball is cut off by Rivera and not able to make a throw. But a diving stop, and that will put runners on first and second. Brings up River Jackson. Jackson 0 for 2 in the ball game. Gallion goes out, wants to have a conversation with Walters. Of course, Walters pitched his season this spring, a shortened season at that, for the Garden City Community College Broncbusters. Garden City, another community college team in the Jayhawk Conference. The Jayhawk, of course, made up of 19 Kansas community colleges. First pitch from Walters, swung on and chopped foul down the third base side. Jackson down in the count 0-1. Delivery coming from Walters to Jackson, right down the edge of the plate for strike number 2. Jackson takes a step back, will step back in. Waits the 0-2 delivery. Walters has his sign. Comes set, working from the third base side of the rubber. Looks back at second, delivers a foul ball. And will do the 0-2 over again. hard fastball that gets Jackson looking. He'll go down on strikes. Runners on first and second with one away. Brings in Mateo Garcia. Garcia 1 for 3 in the ball game as the A's trying to get this one into the top of the 7th and extend the ball game. This game, a 7-inning affair, is what has been scheduled here tonight. The first pitch to Garcia, missing inside for ball number 1. One ball, no strikes, and that pitch misses high outside, moves the count to 2-0. Walters takes over the mound for his teammate Stutz. A swing and a miss, and that makes the count 2-1 for Garcia. Garcia takes a step out of the box and comes back in. 2-1 pitch, a line drive that will get down out in right field. Here comes one run, and that will put runners on the corners, and the BeeJays extend their lead 8-5. Kozovsky on the batter's box for the Liberal BeeJays. The first pitch into him, another fly ball down out in right field, and that ball will roll into foul territory up against the wall, and a run comes in, the second run in, and the BeeJays extend their lead 10-5. Luke's the catcher stepping in. He's 2 for 3 on the evening. A runner on second and only one away. A 1 count. Popped back to the pitcher, Walters, and the throw to first in time, 2 away. Jackson Schofield at the plate for the Liberal BeeJays. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery coming from Peyton Walters. Walters getting hit a little bit here in this inning. A swing and foul tip will even the count at 1 apiece. Runner on second, 2 away. 3 runs have scored for the BeeJays. The BeeJays, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 5 in the fifth, and now 3 in the sixth to give them the 10-5 lead. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, 5 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for your Dodge City A's. A pitch called strike. 1-2 the count to Schofield. Schofield, a fly ball out into right field. Jordan Black not able to run that one down, and another run scores. BeeJays push their lead to 11-5. First pitch in to Brown. In for strike number 1. A called strike by the home plate umpire. 0-1 the count with 2 away. Runner on first for the BeeJays. Walters comes set. Delivers a hard swing as Brown was swinging for the fences, and Gallion trying to back pick Schofield. Not in time. 0-2 the count. Brown will go down on strikes, and that will mercifully end the inning. We're headed to the top of the 7th. The A's need 6 to tie this ball game. We are headed to the top of the 7th, the final frame of regulation in this ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. A's are down to their final 3 outs, as Jordan Rodriguez will step in. Rodriguez steps in to face Dorr. Dorr with 1 pitch and 1 out to end the top of the 6th for the Dodge City A's. The first pitch in to Rodriguez for strike number 1. A swing and a miss, and Rodriguez down in the count, 0-2. 0-2 delivery coming from Dorr. Comes set. The pitch fouled off to stay alive by Rodriguez, sorry. Pitch on the outer edge will get Rodriguez looking. 1 away for the Dodge City A's. A's trailing 11-5, and that will bring in Jordan Black. Black 0 for 2 in this ball game. The first pitch from Dorr comes in on the outer edge for strike number 1. Door living on that outside edge here in the top of the 7th. At pitch, a soft chopper in the infield and overthrown by the third baseman. The throw now to second, and Jordan Black in safely after the error. And that will bring in Nolan Williams. BeeJays with their second error of the night. Nolan Williams will step in. He is 1 for 2. Steps in to face Door with 1 on and 1 away. First pitch missing outside for ball 1. Door trying to work that outer side of the plate. Missing a little bit wide on that one. 1-0 pitch delivered, catching the outer edge, will even the count at 1 apiece for Nolan Williams. Williams pops that one up, and it will go foul and out of play. He's down in the count 1-2. The A's down to their final 2 outs here in the 2023 season. The A's trail this one 11-5. We'll do a post-game wrap-up at the conclusion of this ball game. Williams will send that one foul as well. It will fall out of play behind us, and Williams managed to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Door looks back at second. Fires in, coming on the inside. A front door bender, but not able to catch the zone. Evens a count at 2 apiece. So after working the outer edge, Door comes inside and misses. Another inside pitch. It is a dropped strike 3. Tasser grounds that one to second. The throw to first in time, and that will end the ball game as the A's will fall 11-5. We'll take a step aside and do our final post-game wrap-up. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. The A's drop the final game of the season, 11-5 to the Liberal BeeJays. As the A's would actually draw the first blood, they would score 2 in the top of the second. The BeeJays would answer back with runs of their own in the second and third to tie the ball game. It was the big 5th inning for the Liberal BeeJays that saw the A's make a pitching change and not able to get out of that one. It was the bases clearing double that was basically the nail in the coffin for your Dodge City A's. The A's finished the season 20-19 as we wrap this one up. I am Justin Hergert, have been alongside all season, and thank you so much for listening along to Dodge City A's baseball. The 2023 Rocky Mountain League season comes to a conclusion tonight at Brent Gould Field as the A's play their final game. First-year head coach Esteban Cardoza-Oquendo, finishing 1 game above 500 on this season, will finish the year tied for 3rd in league play, tied with the Denver Cougars. So I am Justin Hergert saying so long and farewell as this wraps up the 2023 season. This has been Dodge City A's Baseball.